Imagine this, the Earth, our home, spinning silently in the vastness of space, suddenly comes to a complete stop. In an instant, day and night lose their rhythm, oceans surge, mountains crumble, the sky itself seems to shift in disbelief. For billions of people, life as we know it would vanish in a heartbeat. What would really happen if the Earth stopped rotating? This is not science fiction. This is physics, writ large and terrifyingly real. The Earth spins at an incredible speed, roughly 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. Every sunrise, every sunset, every storm, and every ocean current depends on this relentless motion. But what if it didn't? What if, in an instant, or over a few moments, the rotation ceased entirely? Without rotation, the balance that governs everything from wind to water to gravity would be thrown into chaos. To understand the magnitude of this, we must first look at what the Earth's rotation actually does. The spinning Earth shapes the very forces that govern life. Rotation creates the Coriolis effect, guiding winds and ocean currents in sweeping patterns that distribute heat and sustain climates. Without it, there would be no trade winds, no jet streams, no moderate weather. Storms would become monstrous and unmanageable. The Earth's rotation also slightly flattens the planet at the poles and bulges it at the equator. This subtle bulge affects sea levels, ocean tides, and even how water settles on the surface. Stop that spin, and the water currently piled around the equator would surge toward the poles in a global catastrophe. The forces keeping everything in place would vanish, leaving our fragile biosphere exposed to unimaginable turmoil. The Earth has always spun, ever since it formed 4.5 billion years ago. Even slight variations in rotation have led to ice ages, mass extinctions, and climate shifts. The Coriolis effect alone shapes hurricanes and monsoons. Compare this to Venus, a planet with almost no rotation. A single day on Venus lasts longer than its year. Temperatures swing violently, winds roar at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Life as we know it couldn't survive there. This is a glimpse into the potential future if our rotation stopped, an alien and hostile world. Let's consider the immediate consequences. Step 1. Inertia. Every object on Earth is moving with the planet. When the Earth stops spinning, everything not anchored to the bedrock, cars, trees, buildings, even people, would be hurled eastward at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. Cities would be flattened instantly. Step 2. Oceans. Centrifugal force currently keeps water slightly bulged at the equator. Without it, these equatorial oceans would rush toward the poles, creating mega tsunamis hundreds of meters high. Entire coastal regions would vanish within minutes. Step 3. The atmosphere. Winds, freed from the Coriolis effect, would become global hurricanes, racing across continents at supersonic speeds. No shelter could withstand this. Step 4. Geological consequences. The sudden redistribution of water and atmospheric pressure could trigger earthquakes and volcanic eruptions worldwide. The crust, previously balanced for a spinning planet, would fracture under the new stresses. Once the initial chaos subsided, the Earth would face a slower, relentless threat. Without rotation, the cycle of day and night would disappear. One side of the planet would bake under a permanent sun, while the other froze in eternal darkness. Winds and ocean currents would fail, collapsing ecosystems and agriculture worldwide. Life would have to adapt or perish. Plants relying on daily sunlight would die. Oceans, already destabilized, would continue to shift and stagnate, poisoning marine life. Humanity's survival would depend on technology and relocation, but even that would be uncertain. Throughout history, nature has shown glimpses of such power. Tsunamis, hurricanes, and asteroid impacts have caused localized devastation, but nothing approaches the scale of a halted Earth. Even the most extreme weather events on record are dwarfed by the planetary upheaval that would follow a stopped rotation. Scientific models predict that survival would be possible only in a few extreme regions, shielded by artificial structures, underground shelters, or extreme mobility. The Earth we know, a delicate balance of life, atmosphere, and oceans, would be unrecognizable. What does this tell us? That our planet, seemingly eternal and stable, is in fact delicately balanced. Life exists not just because of sunlight and water, but because of rotation, tilt, and inertia. A single shift, a single stop, could erase everything in an instant. This thought experiment reminds us how intertwined physics and biology truly are, how fragile life is in the cosmic scale, and how extraordinary the Earth's constant spin really is. The Earth hasn't stopped spinning, and hopefully it never will. But imagining such a scenario forces us to confront the invisible forces that govern our lives, forces we take for granted until they are gone. So, what other aspects of our world, hidden in plain sight, could change everything in a single moment? Next time, we'll explore another what if that could reshape life on Earth forever.